Hello guys, it's Daniel from Crypto Invest here, and this is your latest crypto news. As always, there are 3 Binance codes hidden in this video, so watch till the end to get your rewards and hit the bell notification so you won't miss the next video. A crazy pattern is going on with Bitcoin right now. Lots of people are afraid of further Bitcoin fall, because it's the 5th day we see a bearish market mood. But judging by the signal which I will show you now, literally next week we are in for an explosion of Bitcoin price. I am getting ready to make a long position, but with a little leverage, because I stick to the risk management and I try to approach the leverage trading very carefully. But now I'm absolutely bullish, because everything is going very well, and I will show you what I'm talking about right now. If you have watched my previous videos, you know that I'm bullish on Bitcoin over the next 6 months, because the global price movement pattern strongly mirrors the pattern of the 2019 Bitcoin bear cycle. In simple terms, if we look at the price chart of 2019, we see that after reaching the bottom of the bear cycle, followed by a rapid price pump, we saw a rise to 66% of the all-time high point of that cycle. Assuming that $15,500 was the bottom of this bear cycle, which by the way is indicated by a lot of the factors I discussed in the previous video, then what is happening right now on the Bitcoin chart is almost exactly the same situation as in 2019. For clarity, I will show you what the charts looks like next to each other, and then you will realize what opportunity Bitcoin has in store for us next week. So on the right you see the 2019 chart, and on the left you see the current Bitcoin price. Initially they may not seem very similar, but when you consider that price charts by their nature cannot be absolutely identical, and the price movement on the left completely matches the price movement on the right, you will be surprised. So on the right we see an impressive rise in 2 candles, followed by a 3-day consolidation. On the left we also see a large rise in 2 candles, which is also followed by a consolidation, but instead of a 3-day move, we see a 7-day move. Once again, the timing and length of the charts may be slightly different, but the price movement is the same, so the charts are essentially the same. Then, on the right, we see a smooth 4-day rise in price, followed by a sharp drop in 1 candle. On the left, there is also a rise, but sharper, which turns into a prolonged consolidation, and we see a strong price bounce back down in 1 candle. After that, there is a gradual rise of 17% from the local low on the right, and on the left, this rise is reached in 1 candle, followed by a test of the resistance zone at $25,000. Finally, on the right, there is a drop to the middle of the local range, followed by an incredible rise, with a breakout of a resistance level. This is what that breakout looks like on the chart. As much as 170% almost uninterrupted growth in about half a year. On the left, however, at the moment we see only a prolonged decline, which has almost reached the middle of a local range. As you can see, the charts are almost identical, except that the duration of local movements is slightly different. But that's nothing, considering that 4 years have passed since then, and many factors have changed. However, the essence remains the same, and I am sure that in about a week the whole world will see Bitcoin's rapid growth. If we talk about what kind of growth it will be, it is logical to assume that we will see about the same growth as in 2019, which means that Bitcoin will grow by 170%, up to $39,000. However, I wouldn't rely on the ratio of the current price to the price of potential growth, since in that same 2019, Bitcoin went from $5,000 to almost $14,000, which is actually almost 3x, even though it's still a 170% increase. By that logic, Bitcoin should rise to the $65,000 mark in 2023, which is highly unrealistic. Therefore, I propose that we should look at growth based on the growth of the current all-time high. In 2019, Bitcoin rose 66% from the previous all-time high of $20,000. So in my opinion, in the current year, we may see growth as high as $48,000. It should be taken into consideration that this is the maximum possible growth based on the whole previous Bitcoin history. And the final price movement may be less optimistic, because every year the situation in the world, including the cryptocurrency market, changes a lot. There are new trends, projects, technologies and events that affect Bitcoin price, so we may see some difference in 2019 and 2023 chart. For the same reason, I suggest you subscribe to my channel and click on the bell so you won't miss important and useful news from the cryptocurrency sphere. If we look at the situation more locally, we can see that at the moment the price drop has clearly started to slow down, but at the same time it has not yet reached the estimated bottom of $21,000. It is also necessary to note that the expected growth after the fall may be more intense than in 2019, which means that we can break through the strong psychological resistance level of $25,000 even in in one day, because as we can see, the chart's movement is different in terms of tightness. And the most important thing I haven't mentioned yet is the fact that after breaking through the resistance level in 2019, the Bitcoin price has consolidated above that level. As we can see, 4 days in a row the price closed above that broken level, which was such a powerful growth factor, because the market made it clear it didn't want to go back below the broken resistance level and made it a support level instead. That's what caused the price to explode, because for the market that point became a local bottom, from which you can only go up. Also, we shouldn't forget that we haven't seen any growth so far, and things could turn around in a completely different way in the end, especially considering that the long-short ratio is currently at 2.19 points, which means that we will not go up until we take out at least some of these positions, because there are too many of them. So keep in mind that this is not a financial advice, and remember that it is your prerogative to make any financial decisions. My goal is to cover the important developments and share my opinion on the current situation. So in my opinion, this is very important information, and I am curious what you think about this. So write below in the comments whatever your thoughts are. Also, don't forget to mention if you have found at least one of the 3 Binance codes I have hidden in this video. I hope this video was helpful and you will leave a like and hit that notification bell to be able to collect all 3 codes in the next video. Thank you for watching and I see you in the next video.